There are tons of personnel group names in football, and it's pretty simple. The first number is how many running backs, second is how many tight ends, subtract the lineman and the quarterback, and you've got how many receivers. Jake Peetz worked with Joe Brady for a season in Carolina, and they heavily favored 11 personnel. We saw that a lot with Brady at LSU in 2019. Here's that grouping against Oklahoma in the Peach Bowl. We've got Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and Terrace Marshall at receiver, Thaddeus Moss at tight end, and there's Chris Curry at running back. 11 personnel. Got it? Cool. Carolina ran 11 personnel more than 55% of the time on any play in 2020. I know, I counted. Saw it there with one of their standard runs. They also used it a lot on converting long third downs, which LSU also did in 2019. And, of course, you saw them put their best wide receiver on the outside and hurl it long for a touchdown, which, when LSU had Jamar Chase in 2019, happened a lot. But if you just do that over and over and over again, you start to get predictable. Defenses can easily identify ways to stop you. So, as Pete said,
we want to adjust it, keep changing it so people can't set their watch to what we're doing and how we're doing it, and we want to involve everybody.
In Carolina, it was sometimes just a simple adjustment. It sometimes was just flipping their leading receiver, DJ Moore, around in 11 personnel. Here they put him out wide, here they put him in the slot, here they put him in motion. It's all about finding that right matchup, that right point of attack, and sometimes it can tip off what the defense is doing. But as the saying goes, it's about finding those matchups. By staying at 11 personnel, Carolina can spread out a basic defense in the red zone by going 5 wide and opening up the middle of the field for a quarterback run. That's something that LSU did in 2019 as well. Here's them running it against Clemson in the national championship game. But it can get even more tricky. Brady and Peetz often put receivers in the backfield, and if that ball's on target to Robbie Anderson, that's a touchdown. But surely they won't actually run the ball. Okay, all right. See, that's what they want you to think. Jamar Chase getting used by Brady in the Peach Bowl to pick up a 4th down. In Carolina, Curtis Samuel was such an effective runner they could stay in 1 personnel in the red zone and still have the threat to run. That kept a pass-ready defense on the field where they could go up-tempo, pass, then run, here as they do against the Saints with Samuel for a touchdown. It's the same advantage Peetz wants to use in LSU.
I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes I forget that, our ex-receiver is in the backfield with me. Sometimes we have guys that play Z that can go to F and to go to Y in different personnel groups. It's just so many guys moving around. It's so many ways people can touch the ball.
So again, the idea is that any personnel grouping can be an advantage with the right pieces. Carolina had 3 big tight ends who could block, so they could go 13 personnel on a standard run on one play, and then on the next play, take those 3 tight ends, spread them out left, and then open up a linebacker-heavy defense on a slant to an open receiver. LSU has similar depth at tight end and could possibly do the same. The Tigers and Panthers are both deep at running back, and Carolina got tricky with 21 personnel too. There's Mike Davis in the backfield. There's Trent Cannon also coming around on a reverse. Doesn't get much yardage, but it's another option that can keep a defense guessing.